Hi and welcome to my little winter / Christmas TBR video. So this is just a stack of books I'm going to be reading this winter and Christmas season. Okay, so the first book, I actually already started reading this one. It's called The Christmas Orphans Club, written by Becca Freeman. So far it's really good. I'm on chapter 8. So this just goes back and forth between the perspectives of two different best friends who live in New York City, and neither of them have families, but they've been spending Christmas together for the past 10 years. They don't have any family, they just have each other. This book is really cute and it's a lot of fun to read. This one I recommend 10/10. So the next one in my list is a classic. It's A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. So I actually bought this a couple years ago and I've been planning on reading it ever since I got it, but I just have never got around to it. I'm gonna make myself read it this Christmas. I'm gonna save it for like the week before Christmas because it's so short, and I feel like this is probably one of the most Christmassy Christmas books of like all time. So I'm gonna save it for the week before Christmas because that'll help me get into the Christmas spirit when I need it most. The next book on my list is Little Women by Louisa Alcott. So I've never read this before, but I watched the movie when I was a kid growing up. My sister was really into classic literature and she read the book. And I always really liked the movie when I was a kid. I just decided to read it now as an adult. I've only gotten to the second chapter, so it's Christmas Day, which is like perfect for this time of year to start reading this book. I'm just gonna read it as I'm reading my other books. Like I usually read at least like 2 books at a time. So this is just gonna be like my second book that I'm gonna be reading, like for bedtime or, you know, just whenever I feel like it. Okay, so this is another one that I've already started reading. I just started reading this one yesterday. It was sitting on my coffee table and I was craving to read it so bad. I don't know why. It's called Bright Lights, Big Christmas by Mary Kay Andrews. So this one is also set in New York City, but it's a totally different vibe than the Christmas Orphans Club. It's about a girl, her parents, they have this like family business where they're selling Christmas trees, but they have to travel to New York City every year to sell the trees on this street corner, and she usually doesn't do it. It's usually her brother and her dad that do it, but then her dad gets sick, so she has to do it this year, and she's kind of like a little princess, so it's like she's not too keen about doing it, and she has to live in this like trashy little trailer. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be really good. The reason why I picked this one is because I was looking for something that feels a little more realistic. And so far I've only read the first chapter, but it's really good. And for the last one that I'm gonna read, this is a book that my family has had for quite a while and I've never really read it yet. This is called Come Let Us Adore Him, Stories Behind the Most Cherished Christmas Hymns by Robert J. Morgan. So this book has a whole bunch of Christmas songs in it. Like, it's basically all of the Christian Christmas songs. There's nothing like about Santa Claus or anything like that in here. It's like just about like baby Jesus and like the star and the wise men and the shepherds and stuff and Mary. So this has like all of the really famous Christmas hymns, and it talks about the history of them and who wrote them. It's really cool. It gives you like a background of all of the different Christmas hymns. My favorite Christmas hymn has always been Oh Holy Night, and so I looked it up in here And in here it says, the words of O Holy Night were written in 1847 by a French wine merchant, which makes it technically a French Christmas hymn. Maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't know why. Oh Holy Night has just always been my favorite Christmas song. But it's really cool because it goes into the history of the song and how it was created and how it got so popular. So yeah, this book is really interesting and I'm super excited to read it. I'm probably not gonna read it through and through. I'm probably just gonna, you know, read different parts of it whenever I just wanna, you know, learn a little bit about some of the different Christmas hymns and feel a little bit more connected to the season and the reason for the season, which is Jesus. So yeah, that's my little Christmas wintertime reading list. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you got some ideas for what to read this season. Thanks for watching. Bye.